welcome to Reimagining Chapel. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Amanda Esco. I'm the director of the Religious Education Program here at the First Unitarian Church of Salt Lake City. Thank you for joining us. I hope that you all had a wonderful Christmas Yule celebration this past week. I know my family did. I am really looking forward to the future. I can't wait for 2020 to be over. How about you? It can only get better, friends. So let's start off thinking about this new year by lighting our chalice. I have my chalice right here. Where's your chalice? Go find it and then bring it back. We'll light our chalices together. I'm getting my match. Do you have yours? Symbol of light, symbol of knowledge, symbol of warmth, symbol of freedom. We light this chalice as a symbol of our faith. Here we gather to celebrate hope and the infinite possibilities of love, especially as we head into a new year. As we head into this new year today, we are talking about how we want to shape our lives and how we're imagining our future going forward. I think the end of the year is one of those times that people are reflective about their experiences like that. So I can't wait for us to discuss this together today during Reimagining Chapel. But first, I want us to share our joys and concerns. I bet, even though our traditions were changed, even though everything's upside down, there was still a lot of joy this week. Share those joys with the people that love you. I know from myself that my family, while we've been home together, we've been off of work for several days, and it's been nice to have that family time without the pressures and stress of work and school. That's been a big joy for me. What about you? What's been your joys? Share with the people that love you the most. Maybe it's your puppy, maybe it's your cat, or even your rat. I'll be right here, waiting for you when you're done. Thank you for sharing your joys and concerns with those that love you. It's important as we move into this new year that we are sharing what's going well and that we want to keep doing, maybe what we want to change. Today's UU of the week is another pioneer in our history, but this story isn't as happy as some of our other pioneer stories. However, it's an important story for us to tell and learn from so that we can build a better future while acknowledging our mistakes of the past. Take a listen. Thomas E. Wise was born on July 25th, 1868 in Norfolk County, Virginia. His father was an oysterman. That means he fished for oysters. As a child, he would work in local farming fields as well as attend school. He went on to study at Howard University, a historic Black university located in Washington, D.C. There he met the love of his life, his wife Ida, and they went on to have 3 children. After attending the university, Thomas was having a crisis of faith. He was unsure if the faith of his childhood was still what he believed. Through his searching for spiritual direction, Thomas met Joseph Jordan, a previous UU of the Week member, and learned of his school in Norfolk. Thomas joined Jordan as a teacher and soon became the principal and organizer of the school. In 1894, the people of Suffolk, a community close by to Norfolk, wanted a similar school. Thomas rented a hall and organized a Universalist mission and church school. He served this new school on the weekends while spending his weekdays still at the Norfolk school. He was an ardent supporter of the Universalist faith and often came in conflict with other local ministers for his beliefs. He was so convincing, though, that other churches began to convert and actually became Universalist churches because of his mission and work. Also in 1894, he was given a preliminary license to preach from the Universalist General Convention, the governing body of the Universalists at the time. The following year, he was officially ordained, becoming the second Black Universalist minister in the United States. At the time, the Universalist General Convention was so excited to have these ministers in the South creating schools and mission churches that they wanted to encourage their growth, so they put their money where their mouth was and raised funds. Over $1,000, which was a lot of money at the time. So Jordan and Wise could continue their work in the world. Wise was able to purchase land and began construction on a new mission building in Suffolk. The building was dedicated St. Paul's Universalist Mission on December 22nd, 1897. Wise continued to work at the Norfolk School and hired other teachers to run the Suffolk School. Enrollment at the new school grew to 276 students, but the average attendance was closer to 76. Like Wise himself, the children attending the school also often had to leave to go to work in fields and mills to help financially support their families. The church was not thriving, however, and the school was financially supporting the church. After Joseph Jordan's death, Wise left the Norfolk School to focus his efforts at the Suffolk School and church. The Norfolk School and mission began to suffer without Jordan and Wise's presence. During this time, a third mission and school, named Ocean View, was opened. Wise was obviously stretched very thin with his time. Without increased financial and physical support, all of the missions began to suffer. The Universalist General Convention, seeing the decline, decided to do the opposite of what Wise needed them to do. They pulled out almost all of their financial support and wanted to change the model of the schools from a rigorous academic model of excellence in education to a program that supported learning of trades like carpentry or electricians. By 1904, Thomas Wise decided to leave the mission and the Universalist Church. Wise was able to find a successor for himself at the Suffolk School, Joseph Fletcher Jordan, and the school did continue for another 54 years. Thomas Wise was a minister with big dreams for the future of the Universalist faith and the Black community in it. Unfortunately, the external structures of the Universalist General Convention, led by white religious leaders, stymied his efforts, leading to a direct result of a lack of growth of the Universalist faith in Virginia. May we learn from this and support our leaders of color as they continue their work to spread our faith today. Let's see what's inside my Wonder Box today. Woo-hoo-hoo! I have a set of Legos. New Year's is a time we get to reflect on how we want to move forward in the universe to the next year. This past year, we have been called to stretch and pull ourselves in ways we didn't even know were possible. As we begin to look forward to a brand new year, I have a book to share with you. It's about a parent and a child building their life together, building a new future. I hope you'll enjoy it.
What We'll Build: Plans for Our Future Together by Oliver Jeffers. What shall we build, you and I? Let's gather all our tools for a start. For putting together and taking apart. Let's build a door where there was none. We'll build a house to be our home. I'll build your future, and you'll build mine. We'll build a watch to keep our time. We'll build some love to set aside, and build a hole where we can hide. A fortress to keep our enemies out, and higher walls for when they shout. But you don't always lose, and you don't always win. So we'll build a gate to let them in. We'll build a table to drink our tea and say, I'm sorry, me too, me three. We'll build a tower to watch the sky and the other worlds that pass us by. Let's build a tunnel to anywhere. Let's build a road up to the moon. Let's build a comfy place to rest, for we'll be tired soon. Let's build a boat that can't be broken, that will not sink or be cracked open. A place to stay when all is lost, to keep the things we love the most. We'll put these favorite things beside the earlier love we set aside. I think that we may want them later, when times are hard and needs are greater. But first things first, let's build a fire, for we've planned a lot, and now we're tired. It'll keep us warm, like when we're born. Then we'll say goodnight, as all's all right. These are the things we'll build, you and I.
This year, perhaps more than ever before, we've been centered on our families and what we're building together. As we begin a brand new year with a promise of hardship and joy, and I'm sure surprises, let's take some time with our families to dream about what we want to build together. As they said in the book, I'll build your future and you'll build mine. Our families' lives are interconnected. Planning your future as a family is a deeply spiritual practice. How do you want to be together as a family in this coming year? What values does your family want to hold up? What are you going to do to support those values? Talk to each other this week as we walk into a new year that's hopefully a little easier. May this new year bring your family whatever it needs to support itself. Thank you for joining us for Reimagining Chapel today. To find out more about the First Unitarian Church of Salt Lake City, please visit us at slcuu.org. But until next time, let's heart out.
One, each person is important. Two, be kind in all you do. Three, help each other learn. Four, and search for what is true. Five, all people have a say. Six, one for